how to turn what you already have into a higher ticket offer. If you're thinking about creating a high ticket offer, you might assume you need to come up with something completely new. A new program, more modules, more resources, more stuff for your clients to work through. But you may already have most of what you need. You might have a course that people can currently buy and work through by themselves. You might have a service that you deliver individually. Or you might have a combination of workshops, templates, resources, processes that you've created over the years but never really brought together. The opportunity may not be to create more. It may be to take what you already have and design a clearer, more supported way for someone to use it to solve a specific problem and achieve a meaningful result. Before we go any further though, what do I mean by a high ticket offer? There isn't one universal price at which something suddenly becomes a high ticket. It depends on your market, your audience, and the other offers in your business. For the purpose of this video, I'm talking about an offer that requires greater investment than your existing course or a membership or a service, because it provides a more complete or supported route to a result. That doesn't necessarily mean more information. We live in an information-rich world. People don't automatically pay more just because you've added another 10 modules or filled a portal with bonuses. They may pay more because the offer solves a more important, complex problem, gives them a clearer outcome, provides more personalised support, or makes them feel like it's more likely they will follow through and make progress. In this video, I'm going to show you how to look at what you already have, identify the problem your high ticket offer could solve, decide where it fits within your customer journey, and design the right level of support. We'll also look at how the offer fits around your business and your life. Because creating a high ticket offer that you don't have the time or energy to deliver isn't going to help you build a sustainable business. The first step is to look at what you already have. Before you start creating anything new, take stock of the work you've already done. What courses, workshops, services, templates, or frameworks have you created? What process do you already take clients through? What questions do people ask you all the time? What part of your work consistently helps people make progress? You might already have a course that contains the knowledge people need, but they struggle to work through it independently. You might have a one-to-one service that gets good results, but you can only work with a small number of clients at once. You might have several smaller offers that each solve one part of a bigger problem. Or perhaps you have valuable material sitting across old programs, workshops and resources that could form part of a much clearer offer. You don't have to package all of it together. In fact, that can create an overwhelming offer that is difficult to explain and even harder to complete. Instead, look for the strongest parts of what you already have and consider how they could contribute to one clear result. The second step is to decide what role this offer will play. How does it fit within the rest of your business? Do you want it to become your core offer, the main way you help people achieve the result you want to be known for? Do you want it to give existing customers a natural next step? Do you want to offer more support to people who've already bought your course but need help applying it? Or do you want to turn some of your one-to-one work into a group or hybrid program so that you can support more people without filling your diary and getting exhausted? This is also where you need to consider the customer journey. What might someone experience before they are ready for this offer? Perhaps they'll first discover you through a free resource, a YouTube video, or a low-cost offer. That might help them understand the problem, make an initial decision, or achieve a small result. Your high-ticket offer can then help them solve the bigger, fuller problem with greater support. There needs to be a logical connection between those stages. The person doesn't need to buy every offer you create, but they should be able to see why it is the next step for them. If your free content talks about one problem, your low-cost offer solves something completely different, and your high-ticket offer suddenly promises completely unrelated result, that journey is going to feel disjointed and confusing. Look at what your customer already knows, what they've tried, what they're ready to do next. Then decide where your high-ticket offer belongs within that journey. You also need to think about how it fits your life. How much time do you genuinely want to spend delivering it? Do you want to work with people individually, in a group, or through a mixture of both? Do you want to deliver it live several times a year, or have people able to join more regularly? How much access are you able and willing to provide? A high-ticket offer shouldn't require you to be constantly available. It should be designed intentionally so that the support works for the client and the delivery remains sustainable for you. The third step is to define the problem and the result. A high-ticket offer needs to solve a problem that is clear enough and important enough for the right person to invest in solving it. This doesn't mean making a huge promise or claiming you can guarantee an outcome that depends on factors outside your control. It means being specific about what the offer is designed to help someone change. What problem are they experiencing right now? Why does it matter to them? What's the problem been costing them in time, money, energy, or missed opportunities? What will they be able to do differently as a result of working with you? And what will they have created, completed, improved, or decided by the end? For example, learn about email marketing. It's quite broad. Create and launch a simple email funnel that introduces your expertise and leads subscribers towards a paid offer, gives them a much clearer sense of what they're working towards. You may already have much of the information required inside an existing email marketing course. The higher ticket offer isn't necessarily new content. It could be a clearer route through the most relevant content, supported by feedback, implementation, and help making the right decisions and taking action. This clarity also makes the offer easier to market. Your marketing doesn't need to explain every module or list everything people receive. It needs to help the right person recognize the problem, understand why they haven't solved it yet, and see how your approach will help them move forward. If the problem and the result aren't clear, the marketing will usually feel vague too. It is all connected. You'll find yourself talking about calls, templates, community access, and the amount of content because you haven't defined the real value of the offer. The fourth step is to design the right support. Go back through the journey you want to help someone complete and ask where they are most likely to get stuck. Where do they become unsure? Where do they need to make a decision? Where might they understand the lesson but struggle to apply it to their own situation? Where are they likely to lose momentum? This is where support becomes valuable. You might add feedback, live question and answer sessions, individual reviews, accountability, co-working, or opportunities for people to talk through their decisions with you or their stuckness. But you don't need to add every possible type of support. It's important to choose the support that addresses the actual barriers between your customer and the result. If people understand the theory but struggle to choose the right idea, they may need feedback early in the program. If they know what to do but struggle to make time for it, they may need deadlines, co-working, accountability. Everyone's situation will be slightly different, and they may need opportunities to apply your framework to their own life or business, depending on what you do. If they lose confidence, they could lose confidence halfway through. They may benefit from milestones to recognise the progress that they've already made. This is the difference, and there's more to it than this, between adding value and just adding more. Another workbook probably won't solve a problem caused by feeling a bit uncertain and unconfident. Another module won't necessarily help someone who needs feedback on a decision. And giving people unlimited access to you isn't going to be the best kind of support for you because it makes it difficult to sustain. The fifth step is to design the delivery. A high-ticket offer doesn't automatically have to become one-to-one work. You could combine your existing course with group support. You could create a small cohort that works towards the same outcome together. You could offer a hybrid, and I'm a big fan of a hybrid experience with self-paced learning, group sessions, and an amount of individual feedback. You could also turn an existing one-to-one into a more structured program. Look at the process you already use with clients. Which parts do need you to be involved? Which need your individual expertise? But what parts could be just taught once and explained once? What questions come up repeatedly? What could clients learn or prepare before meeting with you? Where does your personal input make the biggest difference? You may find that part of your service could become training or resources, while your direct time is used to be more personal or to genuinely benefit your customers and clients from your involvement. This actually can create a stronger experience. It doesn't dilute your one-to-one, and it means that you're less likely to get exhausted from delivering the offer. Finally, think about how you will market and develop the offer. Your customer journey should give you a clear idea of who the offer is for, what are they likely to have tried before, and what needs to happen for them to feel ready to buy. Your free content might help them recognise the problem. You don't have to hit them over the head with a sledgehammer to do this. A freebie or low-cost offer might help them take the first step or experience your approach to connect with you. Your email sales content can then show them why more information alone may not be enough and how the support within your high-ticket offer helps them move from knowing to doing. You don't have to create the perfect version before you sell it. Begin with a clear problem, a meaningful result, a simple structure, and the support you believe people will need. Then, as you deliver it, pay attention. Where do people move quickly? Where did they need more help? And which parts of your existing material were useful? Where do you need to have more? Which parts did they not need? The questions that keep appearing. And what made people decide to buy? Build the feedback process into the program. All of this information helps you develop the offer and the way you market it. So it's based on what people think they need. So if you're considering creating a high ticket offer, don't begin by asking, what else can I create? Start by asking, what do I already have? What clear problem could it help someone solve? What result are they trying to achieve? Where does this offer fit within their journey? What support would help them make progress? And how can I deliver it in a way that works for them and for me? This follows my sellable framework: decide, define, design, deliver, and develop. Decide the role the offer will play. Define the customer problem and result. Design the journey and support, and deliver it in a way that works for your clients, your business, and your life. Then develop it using what you learn. Making an offer more valuable is not necessarily about making it bigger. It's about making the problem clearer, the journey more intentional, and the right result more achievable for the person you want to help. If this has helped you look at what you already have, subscribe to my channel. I share practical how-to videos and lots of things around how you can make your business more sellable and design it so it works for you and your business and your life. So also you can join my school community, links below, and have a fantastic day.